podcast. This is of a 2022 remake of a 2000 film that came out back when I was in high school. This is the remake of Snow Day from 2022, that from Paramount Plus. Yeah, this one's not as good as the original, but it's not horrible. It's not a Disney remake where they just do the same movie. At least it has its own identity. It's a musical, so that makes it a lot different. They put songs in the movie which were not in the original film. There was a soundtrack, but it wasn't, and it's a completely different cast, a more diverse cast. Plus, it wasn't a dream for me this year. I had to shovel snow twice. This is young Wanda from WandaVision. She's so cute. I know. Yeah, it happened. It happened twice this year, late January and late February. That's upstate New York. She is so cute. Yeah, she's cute. Her brother. I prefer the brother in the original, and also her friends. I like them better in the original. The one character that they recast that did a phenomenal job is Jerry Trainer as the snowplow man. He nailed it. Because while his teeth aren't disgusting like Chris Elliott in the original, his spirit is there. Yes, sir. Here come the songs. Snow day, snow day. Getting our way, our way. So cute. I like the songs. People thought this movie didn't need songs, but some Disney remakes don't even have songs. Look at Pete's Dragon or Mulan. They took the songs out and they made it soulless. Mulan. I know Josh wasn't crazy about this movie, but compared to the Disney remakes that came out around that time, it's at least its own movie. It doesn't copy shot for shot the original. It's a snow day, snow day. The choreography sign, and I'd rather see this than the fifth Descendants or the fifth, Zombies, because Disney Channel's just lazy. All they do is the same movies. They make sequels to movies that came out years ago. I mean, Descendants is over 10 years old now, and Zombies came out in 2018. Guys, do something original for once in your life. Stop making movies that are just remakes and sequels to things we don't ask for. I mean, yeah, Hoppers is original, but it's not even original because it's just Avatar for kids. And it's not doing well. It's not doing as well as Zootopia 2 was phenomenal. It was a great sequel. It's a snow day. I've been waiting for. I'm not waiting for another snow day for a long time. Because when you have to shovel snow, it's not fun, guys. Or walking through a foot of snow in up near a park. It's a snow day. There's the title. I didn't hate it. I know a lot of people did. It's not like the original's a masterpiece either, but it's a fun movie for kids, and I love snow movies. She's legal now, Josh. Don't run on it. Oh, she's 12. This movie came out 4 years ago, and she was like 13 or something like that. Plus, a younger Wanda is gonna be cute. She has dark hair and large, friendly eyes. Even Miley. Miley was like 12 or 13 in Hannah 20 years ago. Now she's in her 30s and absolutely gorgeous. Girls will get older. Yeah. Also, Randy is better in the original. Here, he's like a cosplayer. In the original, he was a redhead. He was a redhead that put his hand in his mouth and he, disobeyed, but he was still cute, though. This is also the same year that the Really Loud House came out, and it's not a remake of the cartoon. They did its own thing, and it's hilarious. I love the cast in that. You know me. Yeah, and see, yeah, this kid is weird. He cosplays, and he's too young for that. You're not supposed to cosplay when you're a kid. You should. There's imagination, and then there's just you're supposed to cosplay when you're older. The dad looks older in this one than Chevy Chase did in the original. Of course, Chevy Chase is a jerk, but how was I supposed to know? Some white people are just really rude, and they think they're above everybody else. I love Timothy Chalamet, but dude, don't let your pride get in the way, because if you pride gets in the way, you'll be another Jared Leto, and you don't want that. Don't be Jared Leto. You're a great actor. We get it. We all get it. I love Dune. I love him as Wonka. It's a great actor. Just don't let your pride get in the way, please. Don't diss other people that do things that they're good at, like ballerinas and operatic singers. I don't do that. Performing art is an art. Everybody is different. We know. A black girl this time. Yeah, she's light skinned black. In the original, she's a Moroccan Canadian woman. He's like Tom Holland. His pride doesn't get in the way. The Nutcracker Suite, yeah. Even though Christmas in July is in 4 months, I'll do some Christmas movies then. And her best friend's played by a Hispanic girl. In the original, it was Sissy Spacek's daughter. Here she looks like a Sophie Carson. Yeah, I do like what you call it, the girl, the lead girl's best friends, because they have a song in the movie and they give her more screen time. Because in the original, they're only in like one or two scenes. See, there's things I like in the original, there's things I like in the remake. It at least does its own thing. It's not carbon copy. It's not Hal. He doesn't fall in the pool like in the original. He's not doing inner monologues like in the original. It doesn't have the same soundtrack. It's a remake should do its own thing, not copy the original. That's what I hate when they do that. When it's just shot for shot, shot for shot, shot for shot. I'm like, that's why Psycho failed. Claire Bonner, yeah. I like black girls more than Hispanic girls. That's my preference. Not a fetish, guys. Preference. Also, I'm not appropriating anything. I'm a person of color, so it makes sense. She has a necklace in this one. In the original, it was an ankle bracelet. That whale one. Well, Shelby Simmons is in her 20s now. She's not a teenage girl anymore. I did that. I was a lighting designer for a play, and I didn't care for it. I didn't care for lighting design. Putting a spotlight on somebody else just feels forced. Here he falls off the stage. Not. It's a snow day, snow day. See, it's a whale, just like in the original. No, he's okay. So that polar bear, she's cute, like the girl from If, except I didn't like If. This I liked. Even fantasy football, like, oh, it's stupid. Again, it's a sports movie. What were you expecting? Any given Sunday? I mean, it's for kids. It's gonna have butt jokes and stupid humor. That's just the way it is. When you see a kids movie, expect stupid things to be in it. Shelby is gorgeous. Whoever plays live action Miles won't let the all right. No, and that's the thing with Miles. We It's not rushing when it's the fourth movie, fourth, not first or second, the fourth. Mm, um, didn't know Sissy has a daughter. Yeah, her daughter is the one in the original Snow Day, the one with the freckles. Love the Loud House family. Yeah, I could do another Loud House movie, but I have to do the animated ones. I have to do the No Time to Spy or the Loud House movie on Netflix or or of course the Christmas movie that came out last year. I got to do that one for by November, December. Excuse me. I didn't go to school in the winter except in college because I couldn't go to college. I couldn't go to school in the we got a snow day. Also, there's nothing gay in here. You don't need that. For kids, you don't need homosexuality. It's forced. Kids don't need to know what that is until they're adults. You have movies like Booksmart or whatever, Love, Simon and all that. You don't need that in a kids movie. This is a kids movie. We did get a snow day this year. Yeah, I'll probably do No Time to Spy or the Netflix movie. That's a musical too, so I'll probably do No Time to Spy in April. I haven't seen the movie in a couple years, so it's not great, but I think it's better than a lot of movies that came out that year. I'd rather have something short and funny than something overly long. Like, I'm never gonna forgive Paramount for those last two Mission Impossible movies. They didn't stick the landing. They're overlong, they're boring, and they have a bunch of Brits in it I don't care about. I wasn't happy shoveling snow. I'm only happy I got paid for it because it was not easy. The first time I had to walk, it took me an hour to get to the depot, and then a month ago, it took so long to because I was walking in a blizzard, guys. Shelby could play Bumblebee, maybe. I would like somebody darker to play Bumblebee. Just might. Callie Fleming has some potential if she comes back to acting because she hasn't. She's mostly been focusing on school. Again, that's what we think with. We like women. Yeah, the hot boyfriend's not as much of a jerk here. Yeah, yeah. This looks like Riverdale. It looks like Riverdale, like a '50s diner or Grease or something like that. The songs are fine. I've heard bad Disney Channel songs, guys. Also, the Detroit song is the worst Disney song I've ever heard in my life, dude. I hate it so much because they say Detroit like 12 times. It's like the Riverdale episodes where they sing. They sang a lot in that show. And I prefer this than the remake of Mean Girls, Josh. Why would you remake a good movie? You don't need to remake Mean Girls. I love Avantika. Trust me, I adore that woman. But you don't need a remake with a lesser girl that playing Lindsay Lohan's character. Also, this is better than Wish, which Disney spent millions of dollars on. And that was in theaters. This was not. This was on streaming. And after getting COVID that year, I wanted to be alive, guys. Some of the lyrics are kind of repetitive, like cake is a piece of cake. I'm like, but I'm not going to say this is horrible. I've seen worse. And there's no Brits in this movie either. There's a kid that thinks he's British, but he's not. It's some Canadian boy. He's a Canadian kid that saw too much Harry Potter. He's like, I'm going to talk like that. I'm like, you're not British. You're Canadian. They're complete opposite of the England. At least the editing is decent in this movie. I can see what's going on. And the songs are short. They're not like Wicked, where the songs are like 5 minutes long. I'm like, guys, I get it. It's a long Broadway show. This is not a Broadway show. This is a short hour and something minute movie. Yes, I know. Cake is a piece of cake. It looks like a Johnny Rockets. I haven't eaten a Johnny Rockets in a couple years. I love Johnny Rockets. I hope they don't close. Here he's just he's so he's there. He's not as threatening as the one in the original. He tried to kill Hal several times. I mean, he tries to bury him in snow, and it's the fourth Spider-Man movie. They've never gotten to a fourth one. Tom Holland made it to four. Sam Raimi only did three, and the Amazing Spider-Man was only two. Even Spider-Verse, there's only been two of them. Film noir doesn't count. It's a standalone. When you're with a girl, you need to know their every detail. You need to know what foods they like. You need to know their hobbies. You need to know. You can't be an idiot. Okay, that was funny. And Miles' first live action, yeah, they're gonna do that because they know Miles will sell anything. This was better than the Secret Headquarters. I didn't hate that, but I haven't seen it in a while, and I just thought it was just kind of there. I didn't love it. It wasn't in my top 10 that year. I like this and also fantasy football because I'm like Marseille is absolutely stunning, guys. She played like a teenager, but she's in her 20s now. She's gorgeous. Don't let her short size fool you. She's a woman now. Like, how dare you be sexy? You're young. Again, she's not 12. She's 22 or gonna be 22. Yeah. How dare you, Lexi De Benedetto? How dare you be sexy even though you're almost 30? Or Sophia Woodard. She's gonna be 22 this month. Again, women, they're women. Embrace your femininity. Don't listen to these idiots saying you shouldn't flaunt your body on the internet. I'm like, again, if you got it, flaunt it. You don't have to go nude. Just show yourself, you know? It worked for Elsa, and she doesn't need to impress a man to do that. Just me. Yeah, the worst casting is Hal's sister's friends. I don't like them in this version. They're absolutely terrible. Mainly because they're one of them is like fat, like Drake, like Josh Peck was, but the other one is just he's trying to be British. I'm like, there were no Brits in the original Snow Day. It was an American and Canadian production. It was not British. Yep, influencers. Kylo Ren. There were projects that Disney did that year that were way worse than this. Like Moon Knight. I thought it was weird. It wasn't unlike WandaVision, it didn't have that charm. It was just strange and just off-putting. Let me see how old she is now. Don't worry, Josh. She's not a kid anymore because, like I said, I don't go after children. I'm not like that. I've never been that way. I'm not that like that. I don't have tendencies. I have a close relationship with my sister, Michaela Russell. You are so cute. She's on TikTok. She's gonna be 18 in July. Yeah. See, July. That's 4 months from now. She's the same age as Annika. No problem. In New York City, 17 is an age of consent. So ha. Yeah, she's very young. But Elizabeth Olsen's already taken, so there's nothing I can do now. Michaela's cute as a button. I don't care about age. As long as it's not under 16, I'm fine. Because I always obey the law. I can at least pat her on the head. I like doing that. I like when you're heterosexual, that doesn't mean that you only like one type of woman. No. Oh yeah, they did a meme. Yep. This song is different. This is I do like his voice, if that really is his voice. Mm-mm-mm. I need a sign. I need a sign. Give me a sign. Jerry Trainer doesn't come into the movie until like halfway through. At least this has a plot. Some movies just have songs and there's no plot, like that Jonas Brothers movie that came out last year. It was so self-indulgent. It's like, oh, we're doing a project to rub our egos. Yeah, don't do that. You're already rich and famous. What else do you want? Your sign. I need a sign. Sign, sign, sign. See, the songs are short. They don't have 5 minutes to do each song, so there's the snow. It happened. Yeah. I wanted snow and I got way too much of it. I wanted just one snow day, not two. There it is. Yep, snow. Yeah, the blizzard was horrible. You should have walked outside on February 22nd. There was so much snow I couldn't even see. Michaela's beautiful, but as a Tennessean, I don't go after minors. Again, she's not a minor, Josh. She's not a minor. In New York City, she's 17. That means even in upstate New York, she's legal. She's at age of consent. And in July, she'll be 18. She's not 12 like she was when she did WandaVision. That was 5 years ago. She was a little girl. She's not a little girl anymore. Why aren't you wearing gloves and hats, right? Because if this really was in the winter, they would be wearing gloves and hats and a scarf. No, it didn't. We got two snow days. Yeah, he comes later. Snow plow man. There he is. They found his song doesn't come until later in the film. Trudy in this version is not a real bird. It's an AI bird because they I know. You can also shovel for 4 hours because I have to go after the younger girls that are like at least 18 or so because they're not married. If they're in their 20s or 30s, they're getting pregnant and having and getting married. Look at Haley. She's already married and going to have a kid soon. Caitlin's probably going to be there in a year from now. Who knows? Yeah, here are the characters that don't work in the movie. Not her. Not her. Not her. She. Yeah. Why are they? They're playing video games in an igloo just like in the original, but these characters do not work at all. Why are you trying to sound like a Harry Potter character? He looks like the character that had curly hair in Harry Potter that played Quidditch or something like that. Yeah. Again, this isn't Harry Potter. This is based on a 2000 movie before the first movie came out. Yeah, your accent is horrible. You're trying to sound like Tom Felton. You're not Tom Felton, dude. He got a movie this year. You didn't. He's gonna be in uh They Will Kill You, which Johnson's like, yeah, that doesn't look that great. It could be a masterpiece. Zazie Beetz has been long overdue for having a movie that she's the star in, not a side character like in Deadpool 2. She doesn't even show up in that until like halfway through the movie, and she was great in that. But like the original, this movie has a little bit of an issue with too many characters. Yeah, I think there's too many characters. You could have cut Randy out of this version; it would not make a difference. Or uh, also they cut out one character that was in the original, the fake newscaster. He's not in this version. Why? Because the kids don't care about the news anymore. Yeah, that's a character that they cut out. I'm glad they did. He handcuffed his parents. Yeah, if I did that, I would be slapped. Who works on a snow day? Only people shovel snow. We all know how strict I am. I know I don't mess with them. Again, she's not 12. She's gonna be 18 in 4 months. Annika's 18 now, so I can go. She's not a kid anymore. Yeah, you don't need your technology in a snow day unless you're indoors. If you're outside, you shovel. That's what I did. And throw salt. I'm like, kid, you're not Johnny Depp. He tries to cosplay like he's Johnny Depp. I'm like, yeah. People think that breaking into song is stupid. In some movies, it comes out of nowhere. Like in one of the Santa Buddy movies, they sing in the streets. I'm like, why? It's about the dogs, not about you. Literally, like in The Search for Santa Claus 2, you have a bunch of townspeople singing in the streets like it's like Muppet Christmas Carol or something. It was stupid. It made no sense. Here, it makes sense. It's a musical, guys. And the songs are not every 2 minutes. They give you some time to breathe. That is a nice poster. Yes, it is, because some people have to shovel snow at night too, Hal. I had to shovel a lot of snow at night. My dog goes to outside to the backyard to do her business, so I had to clear a path for her twice. Will you go out with me? It's a pun. Yeah, the whale's cute. It's a sperm whale. Also, this movie doesn't have pop culture references like in the original, because in the original they mention SeaWorld, and also they're playing the PlayStation. Yeah, the PlayStation, because the PS2 didn't come out until the year 2000 after the movie came out. Domino will return. I hope so, because again, the X-Men are already in the MCU. Josh, we got it twice now. Multiverse of Madness. We have a few of them there, and Deadpool and Wolverine. So that's what I needed to get to work. That snowmobile. I don't even like football or soccer. I prefer basketball or baseball. Those are my kind of sports that I a casual fan of. And the song "I Hate Kids" is the best song in the movie. Yes, that sounds like an insult to kids that watched Nickelodeon when they were, but Dan Schneider had nothing to do with this movie, or there would be more foot fetishes and weird humor that just comes out of nowhere. New York. They probably filmed this in Canada. Again, you're not a Harry Potter character, dude. And I know those movies had snow as well, because Hedwig is a snow owl. Hmm. It's a white owl, so it's a snow owl. I know. I looked it up. It's not like those owls you see in the woods or in a Disney movie like Bambi. And I didn't like Hedwig dying. That was when she died. I was like, that sucks, man. Why would you kill an animal? Him and Dobby, her and Dobby die in the same movie. I'm like, wow, this is so dark. And this is for kids. Oh no, I forgot. Deathly Hollows is PG-13, so it's technically not a kids movie. There's Trudy. Trudy sounds like Circuit from Power Rangers Time Force. There's Jerry Trainer. He steals the show. Mm-hmm. AI, an AI puppet. Yep, a selfie with the bird. I would love to meet Jerry Trainer. Such a talented man. Here comes this I love. He's so good, man. I love. I don't like drugs. Blue. And acai smoothies. Smoothie. You got to do the bits. But I hate these kids. Ah, oh, so good. He steals the show. I love. Me too. Amazon. I love. I don't watch the Tonys. Yeah, Blitz. But I hate these kids. He's so good, man. First week of the season. Oh, I cry a lot. When I see Mario, Josh, if you see me all wet, you know why. Our dreams are destroyed. He's so good. He sings like he's in a Broadway show, and it works. He's just fun, man. I miss fun villains. I said it in my review years ago, guys. He steals this movie. But I hate these kids. And he worked with kids in iCarly. Jordan was here. He back to faithful snow day past. Was only 8 years old. So good. I love this song so much. Keep singing, Jerry Trainer, man. You and Jack Black. If you're good at it, do it. And they laughed. Let's see, kids. Now I will make them suffer like I did. Ah, Johnny, not now. I love this song, man. See, this is a memorable song, Moana 2. They that if they're under 18, I get it, Josh. Howard? Yes, sir. But I hate these two and tolerate the hate these kids. Yep, that was a great song, man. He's just great, man. Jerry Trainer never changed, man. Yeah. He stole the show. When I saw that song, I was like, yeah, he can sing. I'm like, wow, he gives it his all. He's committed. Just like Brian Stepanek in the Loud House, man. He's so good. He's so good, man. Hey. He gets a solo by himself without a girl. Just like Elsa, except it's more angry. They don't say give me the bird because you know what that means, right? The finger. They don't say it in this version. You got a spare. His song comes 30 minutes into the movie. It's like the genie in Aladdin. He doesn't show up until 45 minutes in. Here he's like Crazy Steve if he had more facial hair. Yeah, I love this song. That's the best song in the movie. It's great. Yeah, I love that song. I like a good villain song, guys. We don't get that anymore. Bat Lady's villain song, Get Lost, completely forgettable in Moana 2. I forgot she was even in the movie. She sings that song and then she disappears. Wow, what a great villain. Yeah, in this version, he's on the computer. He's doing a Zoom call instead of going on the camera. Dance instead of uh was it high diving. Yeah, this version he doesn't go on the camera like, and there's no ice skating rink in this version. See, it is different. Trust me, I didn't like these two kids anyway in the movie because they're a downgrade from Josh Peck and the black kid in the first one. Moana 3 just gotta be better. Yeah, put Lin-Manuel Miranda has to do this music. If he doesn't, don't even bother putting songs. Sabrina's song she sang on SNL was memorable. Yeah, she was dancing in her underwear. That was great. In this version, he doesn't put ketchup on his side because, kids' movies have to be safe. They can't have peril, too much peril. S- It's not a lady. Hmm. That's why kids should be they should stay somewhere safe when it's a snow day, in their houses or in like a park or something. Don't go on the streets. It's dangerous. Trust me. Snow plows are not safe. Are not safe. No. Even the Louds, they only have one son and 10 girls. That's 11. They have 11 daughters and 10 daughters and one son. At least, at least Trudy's not a CGI abomination like in One Crazy Cruise. Again, he commits to the role, man. That's a nice shot with the snow because it's not a foot of snow like I walked through. Whoops. That's from the original, but they don't have the skating rink in this one. They made some changes. See, they they have their own thing. They don't have to copy the original because copying is just like why would I want to see a copy when I could just see the original? I don't want to copy. If you're gonna remake something, do something different. Little Shop was a musical and it's different than the original. They had better effects, they had a bigger budget, and they had color. Or the remake of The Thing. The original was a black and white monster movie, and the remake is like a gory horror film with no women. And then you have the remake of The Fly. It's not shot for shot, or The Blob, or anything like that. Do something different. Don't make the same movie. That's not what people are asking for, or the same show. Yeah, she's cute, but I still prefer the black girl. She has big lips like Sophie Carson. It's just that I'm not a Sophie Carson fan. I saw her Cinderella story that she did a few years ago. I was like, it was okay at best. I still prefer the one with Hilary Duff and also the one with Laura Morano. The Christmas movie was cuter and I liked it better. It's an ugly sweater. Even though this is not a Christmas movie. This is just a snow movie, not a Christmas movie. It looks like Crispo from 100 Things to Do Before High School. Yeah, has that same haircut style. Song time. This song kind of sounds like a Disney Channel song, like a High School Musical, except High School Musical with snow. Well, this is no Let It Go because that's a song that everybody knows. Hold on. No, this movie doesn't have a twist. I'm doing Supergirl Sunday. I gotta do at least once. The theatrical cut, not the limited edition. No, there's no twist here. This isn't a Shyamalan movie where twists just come from out of nowhere. Oh, the village, it was all an act. It's not really a village. Or the aliens in Signs, they're weak to water, even though the planet Earth has 90% water. Yeah, you're stupid, Shyamalan. Your twists don't work. It worked the first time in Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. Didn't see that coming. Unbreakable's not really a twist. Like, oh, it's a superhero movie. Again, I kind of saw that when Bruce Willis didn't die in the beginning. Yeah, and it's a good movie. It's his best movie, easily, because it wasn't dumb. I haven't se- I haven't seen Split, but I want to see it because Haley Richardson's in it. I have a thing for her, Josh. She's in her 30s. She's perfect, the perfect age for me. I still like the Louds better because Lily is cuter than Randy, and also Lynn Senior and Rita are way more fun to watch. They have much better chemistry. These two actors are okay. They're just not as good as Chevy Chase and what's her name? The voice of Kim Possible's mom, Jean Smart. Yeah, they were better in the original. See, everybody has a laptop or a phone. It was I don't know what that means. That's not a British term. Tickety boom. That's not a British term. Jerry Trader's funny, man. He still got it, man. Wayne, yeah, I didn't like him in this version. Josh Peck was much better. Yeah, even with the stupid fart jokes, he's still a better actor. Not funny. Everybody's on their everybody's using devices. You could tell this is 2022 and not the year 2000. Helen is gorgeous. Yeah, I know. Lexi could voice her. Yeah, I would love Lexi to do the voice of Supergirl or Eva Carlton. She doesn't have to be blonde. I mean, she wasn't blonde as Lenny Loud, and she was great. You just made that up. Yeah, this guy's accent's horrible, man. It's so fake. Oh no, there is a skating rink in this version, but it's not it's more like a outside skating rink. It's not the same as the original. In the original, they had like a fence. There's no fence here. They went on the frozen pond, and there's a food truck. That's different. And there's no guy going, "What kind of sicko?" Yeah, he's cut in this version. He's just some DJ. Hi, cuties. They're like the girls in Barbie, except less pandering. Chuck, why aren't you wearing a hat? Exactly. I don't want to be on probation. That's romantic, guys. Watching a girl sleep is not romantic. That's creepy. Edward Cullen or kidnapping a girl. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's not right. That's a crime. Even kidnapping an animal is a crime, guys. I don't kidnap people. I don't do that. When I catch a Pokemon, it's a game, so it's not real. I love Lynn Jr. Yeah, again, Annika's one of the most gorgeous girls I've ever seen in my life. Don't let that voice that she does fool you. In real life, she's absolutely stunning. I saw her pictures on Pinterest and on Instagram. She's absolutely stunning, dude. Those long legs. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't complain. Yeah, this is different. Instead of an old guy, Iggy Pop, and he's wearing orange because that's the Nickelodeon colors. When Nickelodeon does a movie, you have to see their trademark somewhere in the movie. Either someone's wearing orange or green, or they have to have the Nickelodeon symbol somewhere. It's like Disney. You always see the Mickey ears. Dirk is a guy's name. Mm-mm, she hates pickles. I don't like them either. I love burgers, but I usually take the pickles out. Even when I go to Dave and Buster's, she doesn't like those. It's like that. Yeah, it's like there's a SpongeBob ride that had pickles in it. Yeah, the whole thing is about. You could have taken the pickles out. Yeah, she is. They're like the girls from Mean Girls, the original, not the remake or the sequel. That horrible sequel that will never be mentioned on this channel. I'm not gonna see it because I have too much self-respect. I don't even like that cast anyway in Mean Girls 2. The original has not the perfect cast, but it's better than the remake or the sequel. There should have never been a remake. A musical, a Broadway musical's fine because they don't have to alter it, but don't make sequels and remakes that we didn't ask for. Snow Day doesn't need a sequel. They had a remake. That's it. Leave it at that. The But I Like Zebras is not in this version. Yeah. How much time we got left? We got about an hour in. We're 53 minutes in. I did this late because I had to sleep. I got up at 9 in the morning. I was very tired, so I went back to sleep and I got up at 11. Hold on. There he is. Wannabe Jack Sparrow. He's a cosplayer, a future cosplayer, which is fine if you're old enough. Kids shouldn't cosplay because, again, they're too young for it. It's like kids being influencers. No, they should at least be 14 and in high school to do something. Because, you know how it is. Mr. and Mrs. No. I don't have nostalgia for those pirate movies because they're too long. They're way too long. Here it is. Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. is the name. Okay, got it. Yeah, in this version, they're not doing a snowball fight because Randy doesn't leave the house, and I'm like, I get it. This movie was made during the pandemic. That's why there's not a lot of kissing in it. Johnny Deputy. Yeah, in this version, he doesn't go outside. He only goes outside once in the whole film, like in the original. God would date her. Yeah, remake something bad. Exactly. The original Snow Day is not a bad film, and the Disney classics are not bad films. You want to remake something? Remake Black Cauldron. That was not a good movie. It was too dark for kids. I didn't even see it as a kid. I saw it in when I was in my 20s, I think. Yeah. I saw it back in the 2000s, the mid to late 2000s. The standoff. See, there's no one in the streets because, again, this was made during COVID. This and fantasy football. That's why there's a lot of isolation in the film. Look at his face. Like, Jerry Trader's face is great. It's like, he's very expressive. Just freckles. Not give me the bird. It's not a real bird. Again, can't move. God, your accent sucks. The guys in South Park can do a better British accent than you, and they've done tons of accents on that show. Again, that sounds like a Dan Schneider joke. His name is Roger in the original. AI bird. It's not a real bird. In the original, it was a real bird because they could train birds. Yeah, get in there, you want to be Harry Potter character. We're almost done. We got about 15 minutes left. Those things are dangerous. They only use them in the winter. You never seen snow plows in the spring or summer. He cut the brakes. Can't stop now. It's 102. Oh two. Yep, he makes the whale in the snow like in the original. But again, there's no I like zebras line here. Nature's gentle giant. And there he is in the snow machine, a snowmobile again. This feels like the original, but the score is a bit on the nose. Golf is a real sport. Yep, in this version he knocks him down. That's that's the original. That's different from the original. He steals his mobile just like run. He hijacked your vehicle. 2 hours. Oh God, this guy's accent. Grr. It's like Peter O'Toole. Why does he have a British accent in a Supergirl movie? I don't know. No one else does. Why? Because Jor-El had a British accent in the original Superman? That makes no sense. Plus, he's dead, so I don't have to worry about him. He's like, here, give me a squat, a squat, a squirt. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Sometimes movies don't need British accents. Don't worry, nobody dies in this movie. The Black Harry Potter in school. Why? Because you love the franchise. That's fine. That was a real stunt, not by the kids. They were stunt doubles. So it's like, ooh. Yeah, they don't want to endanger a real bird, so they got a AI bird. I get why, because animal labor laws, especially in Canada, there's certain animals that can't be on set for too long. That's why a lot of movies use CGI or an AI toy. No, he could die. A far off kiss. There's the theater. That's a nice set. It's a white Christmas trees in the background. Again, but this is not a Christmas movie. They don't say when this takes place, so whether it's December or January. I've had candy corn. I could take it or leave it. I want some gum on the cheek. Yeah, in the original, he gets kissed on the lips, but they already had a kiss and they couldn't risk it because of COVID, because it transfers through the mouth or the nose. Yeah, we know. most of the time. Not when they're making movies that nobody wants to see, like The Bride. Even Josh didn't see it. I'm like, yeah, because Joker did it better years ago, guys. That made $1 billion. That was well directed, mostly well written. The sequel wasn't necessary. We didn't ask for it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Why don't you do it yourself? Because the DJ is black in this version. Sweet and endearing, huh? That's fine. That's fine, Josh. She's short. Eli, no, he was better in the original. Last song. It's a fun movie and it's light. Is yet to come. Yep. April is going to be a much better month than March. No snow. And I got Mario. Yet to come. It's fun. If you could stream it somewhere, see it at least once. If you've never seen this remake. I still recommend the original more, though. Because the original, I like it more. Yeah, seasons do come and go. Here's to us. Sounds like Daft Punk. The last kiss in the movie. Far off shot. And it's shot in the daytime so you can see the dancing. And the best is yet to come. That's a short. I like that it's shorter than Disney Channel movies recently. Best is yet to come. And that was Snow Day. See, nice short, an hour and 11 minutes. Michael Lembeck directed. See, a woman wrote this version. I like the cast. Most of the cast, except for the two kids that play Wayne and Eli. Yeah, Kai Baldwin, he was the main kid. Michaela Russell, she's Hal's sister. Fabi Aguirre. Shelby Simmons, she was Claire. Laura Bell Bundy. Rob Hubel, and Jerry Trainer. He was great. Okay, that's it. We're done. So that was the Snow Day remake. I still like it. It's not as good as the original, but I don't hate it. It's not like an inferior remake like some I've seen in this decade. But anyway, that's my review, my live stream on this. Thanks for watching, guys. Tomorrow I'll probably do another live stream after I go out. So see you guys then, hopefully. Yeah!